Alright, starting everything up. Wait for YouTube to ring everything up after 10 seconds. Can everyone hear me, by the way? Good. I'll be starting right now then. Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this 24th live session, I'll be covering a series of Veer Smith levels primarily, with some other levels I found online sprinkled here and there. I'll first cover the levels I wasn't able to cover during the morning stream, then I'll move on to the levels that are submitted during this stream. And to submit your levels during this stream, feel free to leave their level IDs in the live chat. Either your own levels or levels made by other authors, but please don't submit more than 1 or 2 levels at a time. I want to cover levels by other level designers. Here's a link to the level queue so you can check what's currently up next, as well as a link to all levels I've played already. If I already played your level, I won't recover during the stream, just as an FYI. So first up is Exploring the Atlantis City Normal by Lipatio, with 48 plays and a score of 15. Welcome to the stream, Fox and Yellow Socks, Lipatio, Shaun Williams, Jenox74, and anyone else watching. This will likely be a shorter stream, but we'll see. As for tomorrow's stream, I'm not exactly sure what'll be covered, but at the very least, I'll try finishing hard at 1. Welcome to the stream, Team Money, glad you can make it. Another water level. We had a lot of water levels today, compared to all the other teams. At least 5 or 6 of them. Perhaps next week we can have a bunch of fire levels. It does make dodging enemies a bit easier. One moment, please. Alright, hopefully that fixes the lag issues a bit. It's because of all the water on screen at a time, and optimization issues. FYI, my AC just turned on in the background, so my apologies if you hear static whenever I talk. I always like to point it out in case someone else asks. Usually someone asks if I don't answer it. Okay to decent aesthetics. Some sailboats powered by magnets. Didn't time that exactly right, but I made it. Pretty simple overall. Yep, the quick boomerang can pierce through their armor and destroy them, Jedok. Yep, I did, Shaun. It was a nice one. The slowdown and the water makes this boss fight so much easier. Crash Bomb works as well, you're right. Originating Mega Man 2 is only the quick boomerang, if I recall correctly. Down the waterfall we go. You know, the slowdown makes the Spyfall section a lot easier actually. I was gonna say more tolerable, but it's rather easy in the first place. Failed to time it right. And at least the time it takes to restart and get back to playing isn't too long. It's just a general gameplay which takes a while. Of course, I can always just damage boost too, which I'll do next time. It's essentially a timing challenge. This time I got the pattern down by playing a lot more risky than I usually would. And this time I should have played it safer. Too slow. Now I got the timing off. One of the more frustrating parts of this stage. And of course, the order of priorities because spikes are on top. And the lag is messing me up with trying to predict when these gyres are gonna come out. Yeah, I think gyro boosting is easier. This level is too slow, and other weird engine issues are gonna make it so much harder. The problem is though the water, and I can't time the damage boosts exactly right. I need something like a rush jet. Damage boosting for those first two ones is the best option, I'd say. A lot more consistent. In fact, incredibly consistent. Just damage boost on the first two squares, then make it forwards. So much easier. Got a lot of inertia, should have jumped down first. For a normal stage, this is posing a lot greater challenge than I initially expected. Of course, part of it's because of the slowdown and the force precision required. Damage boost again. Even the slowdowns affecting how to predict the fan. And tap jumping, of course. Oh, there's a Yoko block. Of course. There's no indication on screen that there's supposed to be a Yoko block. One of the things I wish they add in a feature update, so you know you're supposed to wait. Or make it a universal timer instead of a local one. I know it's your math. One of the issues of Yoko blocks running off of a global timer instead of a local one, this can happen. Now it's a lot more manageable. Made it past that section. Probably made it a lot harder than it actually looks, but the engine being laggy is also affecting it. If this all ran at normal speed, this would have been... I would have been done with this with 3 deaths less. But enough of that. Also, if there was clear conveyance, and if the engine actually had... Well, you could replicate the conveyance Lipatio by adding these crash lift wires in the background. I think that would work. You know, damage boosting is probably my best bet here. I keep trying to play this normally, a lot more cautiously, but I'm quickly finding that's not really a good option here. More generous you need to be at this ladder, though. I did like this section, though. That was fun. The slowdown makes this section a lot easier. That's one common theme I've seen with this stage. The slowdown makes some sections harder, some easier. The laggy city of Atlantis. And like all of Lipatio's recent levels, there are frequent checkpoints, and Yoshiki, so I'm okay. Didn't realize that was actually the same weapon block. I bonked my head against the low ceiling. Let's try this again and figure out his weakness. It's probably the Ice Slasher. Pretty much. Just keep jumping up and down, and make sure not to jump too high to embed yourself on the ceiling spikes. Overall, I liked this stage, but what made it worse was the lag. And I tried tap jumping there, but the lag also makes trying to defeat the bosses a bit more difficult too. See, my issues with lag in this engine are that it doesn't lag everything consistently. Some things get laggier than others, which throws you off. If everything followed a specific multiplier, which for example halves the speed, then it'd be a lot more straightforward, but it isn't. Welcome to String Galaxy Man 64, you made it in time. Feel free to submit your level IDs in the live chat. I think I'll be able to play T-Money. Don't worry. Second up is Second Dungeon by Jaden is Cole 11 with 14 plays and a score of 5. The sequel to the first dungeon that I played during the morning stream. I suggest for the Yoko Block sections, in order to telegraph that they're coming, put some crushed-off wires in a box-like format exactly where it is, so players have some form of conveyance to actually wait there. What's to the left then? That. Well, that's good to know. Just like in the first dungeon, we don't have access to any weapons. Just jumping. Although, unlike the first dungeon, we actually have access to sliding. Nah, this is not really a troll level, just that one troll trap. The rest of the stage seems fine. This time I need to wait for the Yoko blocks, probably. Yep. Of course. Whoa, well, I kind of desynced them now. Welcome to the stream, Zen. Yeah, warp. I clipped into it and zipped through. Just like in the classic games, the classic NES titles. This engine's accurate in that regard, I'd say. You know, keeping this here is actually making this section easier. It's just chewing through the extra spikes. And I can use it as a guard against the spikes as well. If I could only time my charge kick properly, I could have kept it. Or left the bottom one there. And Tassos for that matter. Oh. Suspicious. Let me take a look at the rest of the level using the level editor and see what's past there. That piqued my curiosity. Definitely better than the first one, with better difficulty balancing and a more interesting set of aesthetics. Of course, this also has the water level aesthetics, like most of the levels I covered today. Not really a good level, but okay to decent. Still a marked improvement over the original first dungeon. Let's see, of course, a wall of spikes. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a minute, let's do this over here and see what's split down over there. I wouldn't actually check. I wouldn't think to check over there. I thought it was actually just a lowly pit. But no, it actually leads to somewhere. So that's where we get the extra key from, and it sends us back over here with the hyper bomb. Interesting. So I wonder what happens if we place Mega Man over here. Not that. With the hyper bomb. As well as a key. And see what's behind this door. An extra boss battle against Bomb Man. For more attentive players, but you won't notice it unless you explore some of the pits, and notice that's the only one without water. Most players will still think it's a bottomless pit though. And that marks the second pad of this stage. Third up is GLS-01 Dark Waters by Brickman with 37 plays and a score of 8. Going to be one of the longer levels that I see. At least 50 or 60 screens long, probably. Just turning up the volume a little bit. There we go. I'll add your level after I complete this one, Galaxy Man. Yes, Dark Waters was the name of one of your levels. I recall that exactly. Though this one has a lot less instant death, of course. One down, some left to go. Hopefully there's a checkpoint nearby. Gotcha, thanks for the update. There's our first checkpoint. keep underestimating their velocity going out. Game's being rather generous today, probably making up for its generosity against the last top end encounter during the last stream. An army of these springmen. Okay. Easy way to defeat him, by taking the upper route. And that door is blocked off on the left side, hence why we can't go through it. If only Brickman was here, that was a funny moment. So far, currently my favorite level this episode. Okay, I just jumped down. I thought there was something more. And I probably overlooked something up there, but oh well. If I time the detonation properly, I can two-shot them. Case in point, because it multi-hits them, as opposed to the 4 times normally. But I need to do it just right. Probably the end of the level's coming up then. Nope. Metal Man and Magnet Man. His weakness is Buster, Metal Man's was a drill bomb. Fair enough trade. The water makes Magnet Man easier, whereas it makes Metal Man a bit harder. I see your level, Diego. I'll add it as well. Now we go deeper into this facility. Brickman wants us to spam the drill bomb over here, especially with these more durable enemies. Sadly can't reach this. All these blocks are solid. And the door to the right is blockaded, so in we go. We flip the switch and flip this weights, I guess. And now the way to the right is opened up, but essentially we turned on the magnets or flipped everything upside down. Another full restock, so a boss is coming up probably. I do like how Brickman is incentivizing us to use special weapons. End of the level? Looks to be. I just need to reach Ringman now. Wow, he can attack me from off screen. So this is an endurance fight now. I didn't realize Ringman could do this. That's creative. But only at certain elevations, so it makes it a bit easier. Can I pull this one off? I did this clumsily, but I think I can do it. Not the end of the stage yet, though. Nevertheless, a creative setup. It is scary. But it's a creative way to take advantage of Ringman's long-range rings, I guess. Napalm Man and Crash Man, 2 explosive Roadmasters. Of course, I can only use this against him. This is going rather poorly. Oh no, there's no checkpoint after that. Serious? Okay. That's gonna be a problem. I thought I hit a checkpoint, but guess not. At least here I can tell when the rings are going to rebound. The worst enemy to face off against this. That was a close one. I don't like fighting Ringman this way, especially with the conveyables pointed to the right. At least I get a full restock afterwards. Of everything. Probably could have put a Yoshiki there instead. That would still would have worked. That was the end of the level, an explosive finale, and a fun way to end off the stage. Nice difficulty progression and nice climax. Although that is a bit scary doing it without a knee tank. It is possible, but most likely you're going to take a hit, unless you pay careful attention to what's going on. Rearranging your level Lipatio because some other people are there. I did, currently my favorite level this episode, by the way. Board up is Thorny Jumps by Cmb Fox, with 34 plays and a score of 12. I hope this one's shorter. That last level was a bit of a longer one. Okay, this is shorter, somewhat of length. Charge kick oriented stage. Hang on a moment. There we go. It should be called spiky jumps. I don't see any thorns. I know we're inside the tree, but still. No need for an extra life because all the hazards so far are instant death. Unless it's there for the Y challenge. I didn't execute that properly. That shot me down a lot faster. At least I can break out of it easily by using the charge kick. It just overrides it. And that's it. This feels like the halfway point of the stage. It should have been extended by at least twice. Welcome to the stream, Brickman. I actually just finished your stage. Dark Waters. Currently my favorite level of the episode, and I did like the boss battle against Ringman and then Napalm Man and Crash Man at the end. Quite hazardous, but I enjoyed the level progression, aesthetics, and everything else. Good work, Brickman. Also, welcome to the stream, Little McGlitch. Feel free to submit any level IDs you want me to play, either by you or by someone else. Though I won't cover the levels if I already covered them before. Time for a breeder level. Fifth up is Plugman Don't Move by Mega Man YT 2 with 103 plays and a score of 49. I found this level when searching through the most popular queue, and I want to go to this stage before I go to the next stage, as the next one is going to be a bit of a pain. So sit back and relax, we have an auto-playing level. I always love watching the more complicated auto-playing levels, especially seeing Mega Man go through all these hazards unscathed. Whereas if I went through it as a player, I'd probably take a lot of damage, or die several times. Frankly, most of these auto-playing environments, especially the more advanced creative ones, are Kaiser-like, but thankfully you don't need to do anything. I'll be right back in a moment. And I'm back. Yeah, it does suck, Brickman. Also, as a note to Galaxy Man 64, I searched with this level ID, but I couldn't find any levels associated with Galaxy Man. Could you try double checking and see if you entered the correct one? I double checked both on Mega Man Maker and Mecha's website, but no luck. Anyways, sixth up is Prisoner Choose Your Path to Freedom level for skilled players by Shaun Williams, with 6 plays and a score of 0. This was the level I was a bit worried about. I already know I'm gonna die several dozen times here, judging from my experience from previous Shaun Williams levels, outside of the maze levels and Cold Pursuit. Can I do the bottom floor first, Shaun? Or should I do the top one first? It's up to you. I'm going to have to do both, so... I think I'll start with the easier one, then do the more challenging one, just to show how much more difficult it is. Okay, top one. Challenging, then easier. When this level loads up, let me take a look-sees at its size. Okay, your stage is only 52 screens long, actually. Has 28 checkpoints, 148 enemies, and 13 bosses. Strange why it takes so long to load up, though. Split paths, so 28-28. Or 26-26, I mean. Breaking out of the prison. I find it funny that the rest of the cellmates Mega Man has here are hazardous. Also, that was a nice indication as to the difficulty, top and bottom. And knowing Shaun Williams' levels, I'm gonna have to damage boost a bit. Or fall into the pit, why not? Let's try this again. At least the prison guards were smart enough to disarm Mega Man. He doesn't have access to the Buster, for once. Usually in games, the prison guards aren't smart enough to actually disarm their prisoners or remove their equipment, but this time they are. Yeep. Survive with the skin of my quote-unquote teeth. Welcome to the stream, Excalibur. Glad you can make it. One of these challenges, it seems. Let me reset the room. Hang on a minute, can I do this in time? Nope. Surprisingly, I did it in my first attempt when I actually tried it. At least I have access to a Buster now. Two choices, either go up or down. As I promised, first up. Well, that's the only direction I can go initially. I didn't want to waste any tanks, so... Okay, that's fine. If you can upload it today, it's fine, I'll cover it during next week's stream. Are you playing Tree Houses, by the way, Excalibur Emerald? Five squares. Oh no. squeezing in is going to be a different problem. Even if I could see it, it's a large problem for me. Glad to hear, Excalibur. I'm watching 2 Let's Plays of it, each with one following the Black Eagles and one following the Blue Lions, and so far I'm really enjoying the experience as well. So down over there is the way to the easy path, but of course I'm not going to take it. And yet I get killed because too many enemies. Nope, I don't have the game, Excalibur. Hello? Oh, hit the red button first. Well, I'm dead. Those flyboys are the biggest problem. From what I've seen so far, yep, T-Money. Though I suggest playing on normal mode first. It does have a casual mode. Go into the portal first? Okay. Now I'm back down over here. Then again, I also suggest normal mode if you never played a strategy RPG before. If you have, then I suggest hard mode. And besides, you have access to a few abilities to make it easier. Didn't even need to damage boost there. Stiff. Slight delay in jumping. Well, if you're not into strategy RPG, sure. Now we can get back through over here. Just wanted to see if we could sneak through. And remember, don't post really please don't post And remember, please don't post spoilers of the time skip. This may take a few attempts. I always have issues trying to sneak in. What I was saying is, please don't post spoilers of the time skip. That's all I'll say. Trying to tiptoe in this engine, it's not a consistent thing you can do. Okay. Yeah, I've seen the trailers. I don't know what happened either. Anyone want to take any bets of how many more times I'm gonna die over here? Yeah, but this is this engine. Tiptoeing is not a consistent thing here. If you want consistent tiptoeing, play a different engine. That's one of the things this engine is weak at. See, the amount of precision required, it does not mesh well at all with this engine. That's why I strongly advise for any future level designers, avoid tiptoeing challenges like this. Unless you're making a ROM hack, then I can consistently pull it off. See, I don't understand what just happened there. Add that to the list of things that this engine decides to pull off at you. What ended up happening probably is I slid and I extended my hitbox to the left. Well, I made it here. Most frustrating part of the stage so far. That's why I also find Burst Chaser to be less frustrating than these sorts of sections. At least I can count on the controls working consistently. I guess that's the way to reset the room. Well, I got an extra E-tank for my efforts. So it was worth my effort. Yeah, then died over there. Oh, they're gonna split eventually. I was hoping they'd split off earlier. Probably one more cycle is needed. Yeah, one more after this. One more. I don't trust myself with this, and there's not really a checkpoint nearby. Okay, did it. There it is. Is this the checkpoint? And I'm dead. See, I want there to be a checkpoint in the middle, especially because of these jumps. They're not fun to repeatedly pull off. And all the while, I feel for these kinds of levels, the main thing that's trying to... In addition to the level design, it's the engine itself that keeps trying to mess me up. I want to trust it, but I can't. Oh, this is optional? Oh, I see. This is... So I can just backtrack out of here. Wait a minute, I already been through here. Go to the right instead. Okay, gotcha. How do I get through here? There's nothing to slide through. Oh, fall through? That's not exactly made clear. That's okay. I know exactly what to do now. I'm not gonna take this bottom route because I'm just dying over and over. It's not fun at all. Nice. Hit it on a checkpoint. It doesn't matter if your level is short, it's more dependent on what the level is based upon. I want the damn tank, so I'm gonna take a dead over here. Oh, well that was nice of you. Alright, this stage has become much easier. There's still 15 minutes through. As I said, I was gonna die several times in this stage. Half of them, of course, due to engine issues, the other half due to my own incompetence. There we go. I don't, but I'm taking them just in case. I need at least probably 3 of them. Let's act like a nice extra safety net. Bubble and Toad. Jeez, I thought I had enough invulnerability frames, but frankly, considering the rest of the level, this is a cakewalk. Aha, that's how you keep it. Subverting the stage design. Maybe I can get through it faster. Not that fast though. There we go. It's also the tin one. Need to be faster. Damage booster the first one and destroy the other one. As a super version of the Skull Barrier, definitely. That's how we get through there. I forgot, what did I lose there? Whoops. I could do this the fast way, but I'll do this the slow way. Yep, power gear. Guess this is the boss rush part of the level. and where we're supposed to use all the tanks we got. It is one type of Shaun Williams levels. That's what. Frankly, this is not even the toughest of Shaun Williams levels I played in the past. There are a lot harder ones. And despite all my frustration I've listed, this isn't the hardest stage I've ever played, or the most frustrating. I didn't realize you could do this under oil. Over oil, I mean. Let's see. No, I don't have a switch. Ring and ice. Can't blame him. They always thought I got a massive buff in this game. When I say not really massive buff, but at least he can surf on top of water. And I overlooked the fact that he's weak to it. Rolling Cutter or the Windstorm. Oh no, not taking any chances. That should be the tagline of this stage. Don't take any chances. And get ready to damage boost and die. Probably if I took an alternative route through the stage, I could have used the other abilities, like the Hyper Bomb. Don't really like this boss room. And that's it, that's the end of the stage. I could have taken another route to get to here, but this was a nice one. Remember the route I skipped over? That was the hard one, I believe. Or an optional one for an extra ability. Oof. It is a draining level, but it's far from being the worst. Seventh up is Dank Cutter by T-Money, with 12 plays and a score of 0. There is another level that's coming out which I'm worried about, the 9th one, but we'll see. Remember the rule of thumb when playing Shaun Williams levels. You expect to die a lot, expect to damage boost, and expect to take advantage of engine issues. Be taken advantage of and take advantage of. Rolling Cutter and base. Can't double jump though. Oh, I love how you can do that. It was. I think I received the buff over there. I'm not sure though. True. You could fire up to 2 rolling cutters at once, I believe. Plus his ability to jump off the walls, I believe. I don't recall his exact character ability, but I think it involves wall jumping. Not as good as Mega Man X's wall jumping, but still wall jumping. A fun weapon base level. The rolling cutter meshes better with base's dashing abilities more than Mega Man, I'd say. And I like how all the shield enemies, with all of them you have the ability to actually hit them from behind the shields by taking advantage of the arcing capabilities. Also, a few hours ago I posted the last episode of Mega Man 2 Atari D-Make, the edited version of the live play. Oh, he did? That's nice to hear. Especially for a skilled Mega Man player like he is. And our boss is Bubble Man, or Cut Man, of course. Battle of the Cutters. I almost got him stuck in a pattern, but then I failed it. Fighting Cutman with his own weapon is kind of a pain. There we go, got him stuck in the pattern. If you're getting spoiled like this, it's not too bad. Thank you, Jedok. If I have time, that'll be the 10th level. Now, I would have covered this level by Galaxy Man with this level ID, but there is no level found, so I guess it was mistyped. So I'll move it on to the missed category and push the next level up. 8 up is Prove Your Skill with the Jetpack by XDiegoBroht with 12 plays and a score of 1. I doubt I'll be able to complete this level, knowing how difficult Diego's levels tend to be. I was lucky to complete the last level with Tornado Man as the boss. This is gonna turn into Prove Your Lack of Skill with this. Good night, Team Money. Thank you for submitting that fun stage. Here we go, fan fiends. What? Seriously, the outside of the screens are deadly too? Should have known. That's why the skies are blood red. Filled with the oil of the dead robots. So far, this isn't actually too bad, all things considered. That was on me. Let's see if I can do this properly. Combining the two abilities together is wonderful. Especially when you can increase your jump height like that, but I need to be faster. Didn't recharge enough. It doesn't recharge until I swap to it. So, I'm gonna have to do quick swaps here. I wish it recharged universally, but... And swapping to another weapon kills my momentum. At least these work consistently. I can't just sneak past the boss because the door is locked, so... Could have been worse, could have been double. One of the easiest levels by Diego I've played so far, and that's saying a lot. Windman. This boss battle is a cakewalk with the power super adapter. My favorite level that's ever been submitted by Diego. Decent work. It's a nice challenge too, and I like how swapping between the two abilities allows you to extend your flight. Ninth up is Fighting Your Own Team by Jetox74, with 2 plays and a score of 1. A shorter boss rush level. Make sure to pick up everything, check the left side of the screen. Now finish the stage. Thank you for submitting this level, Diego. This was fun. Guess he doesn't have a weakness then. They are fun, but depends on how long they are. Remember Snow and Pyro's sample boss rush level? That went really long. Too long. And it's done. Definitely short. Now I'll play some levels I found in the most popular queue, then I'll end off by playing Lipatio's last level. Let's see. Rating the Gimmick Ship by Kazuhirakaz with 72 plays and a score of 18. I'll cover 2 to 4 levels in the most popular queue, then I'll end it off, just to see some variety. Of course, it also depends on how long they are. This is at least 20 screens long. Sliding off the murky water. We're going even faster than usual. Whoa, that was a bad call on my part. I have no one to blame but myself. The rain is pushing me forwards, making it easier. Into the base we go. Snazzy way of getting into the base. Easy. Second sliding section. Or rather, surfing. That's it. I thought that was just the intro, but it was the majority. Let's see, anything else interesting? Let's see. Mettaurs and Joes by Dragoon Warrior with 29 plays and a score of 10. That's the issue with many of these most popular queue levels. They tend to be either too short or too simple. Only a minute few tend to be longer and actually be substantive enough. And once again, I'd like to congratulate Lipatio for getting several levels on the most popular queue. I'm not sure how they're able to consistently do it now. Uh-oh, going to be a longer level. True. Yeah, you deserve several rounds of applause. How do you do it? And I recognize several of those tiles from the past. Traveling through Yamato Man's base, although it is rather devoid of enemies. Yet I still died to the one med, of course. And slide jumps, of course. Can't forget those, I'm just taking the upper one. Yeah, this stage feels empty. It needs at least triple the amount of enemies so far. It only has Mettaurs and Joes, but still, it needs more of each. Yeah, the Picket Men from Mega Man 11 you're referring to. I like those added as a different variation. Especially as in this engine you can't actually pierce through the shields like you can do with the regular Sniper Joes. Knew there'd be something here. Full restock of everything, and the perfect freeze. Fair trade. Now this stage is just feeling repetitive more than anything else. It could have been compressed by at least 60-70% and still maintain a similar set of challenges. And then plus there's several of these empty rooms like this one. That quote-unquote fan game slash recreation I played yesterday also had a similar issue, but at least it had more challenges. This one feels just empty. And going through the motions, really. Even Midnight Snow had more going on. That didn't feel empty. This stage could have easily had twice or 3 times the number of enemies. And more enemy types for that matter. But it's over. I honestly will give this stage a thumbs down because it didn't do anything with its size. It could have accomplished the exact same things with at least a third of the size. So it just feels like a waste of time. Sorry, Dragoon Warrior. It didn't really play well to the Mettaurs strengths either. Anyways, the 12th and final level of this stream is Go Up with the Treble and Go Down with the Shine in the Aerial Towers Normal by Lipatio with 21 plays and a score of 7. Let's hope that this doesn't take over 20 minutes. I doubt it, but who knows. I have a habit of making some sections of the Lipatio stages look harder than they actually are. Also, as a brief advertisement, tomorrow I'll be playing Heart at the Rebellion and completing it, as well as a bunch of other smaller Mega Man fan games. So make sure to tune in tomorrow. Kind of a strange transition of why the clouds here are static, but here it's moving. And so it begins. Easy upward shaft. Time to descend the shaft by using the shine. Whoops, I accidentally activated my double jump. Now we're going down the second set of aerial towers with a modified spike fall section. And me screwing up again. Definitely easier than the first stage by Lipatio I played in this episode stream. Here we go. Climbing back up this tower. Nothing more to say here other than be careful. And slow and steady wins the race. And back down we go. Could be worse. I could have had to squeeze through a gap of 1. At most here it's 2. Trying to push me into the force beams, are you? Empty room here. Could have put some spikes. Oh, it is? Feel free to send it to me during the next stream. I'd like to try it. But this is better for lesser skilled players. That was fun. Nice way to end off the stream with a easier stage. So out of the 12 levels I played during this stream, my favorite one would be Brickman stage, the OLS 01 Dark Waters. That was a fun one. So tomorrow, I'll be finishing up my Let's Play of Heart at the Rebellion, and if I have enough time remaining, I'll play a bunch of other shorter Mega Man fan games, like Mega Tank Man vs Ghosts and Goblins, as well as vs Metroid. And perhaps Base Abyss if I have even more time afterwards. Well then, I thank you all for watching, and wish you all a nice day. See you all tomorrow. Toodles!